Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 7. With grace, talent, and warmth, Patricia lit up every stage she stood on and every heart she touched. A true gem in Hollywood's golden age, Patricia Crowley brought unforgettable charm and elegance to screens big and small. She passed away peacefully at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy of iconic roles and heartfelt moments. She first stole hearts with her award-winning performances in Forever Female and Money from Home, earning a Golden Globe for New Star of the Year. From that moment on, Patricia became a familiar and cherished face in American households. Fans remember her most fondly as Joan Nash, the quick-witted and loving mother on Please Don't Eat the Daisies. Her comedic timing and genuine warmth made the show a classic. Beyond sitcoms, she shared the screen with icons like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, holding her own with effortless grace. Television allowed her to showcase her range, with sharp performances in The Twilight Zone, Columbo, and even Friends, where she delighted a new generation of viewers. Audiences admired not just her talent but her ability to reinvent herself through each new decade. Off-screen, Patricia was known for her unshakable work ethic and kind spirit. She remained humble throughout her long career and was always praised for her generosity and professionalism. Though no official tributes from colleagues were found, the outpouring of love from fans shows how deeply she was cherished. Her family, including the children from her marriages to Ed Hook Stratton and Andy Friendly, survives her. They continue to honor the legacy she built through both her personal life and enduring career. Patricia Crowley passed away due to natural causes. Her spirit, grace, and contributions to entertainment will continue to live on in the films and shows we return to time and again. Tributes to Patricia Crowley. Number 6. Eddie Giacomin gave everything to the game, his grit, his heart, and his soul, the New York Rangers wrote in tribute. You cannot discuss the history of this organization and not immediately think of Eddie. Eddie Giacomin passed away peacefully at 86. One of hockey's most celebrated goaltenders, he left a legacy of courage, brilliance, and devotion to the game. Born in Sudbury, Ontario, Eddie's path to greatness wasn't quick. Undrafted in the NHL's early years, he climbed the ranks through persistence, starring first with the Providence Reds before earning his place with the New York Rangers. From 1965 to 1976, Giacomin stood tall between the pipes at Madison Square Garden. He appeared in 6 All-Star games and won the Vezina Trophy in 1971. Known for his bold style, often venturing from his net to play the puck, he helped redefine goaltending for a new era. He wasn't just great, he was tough. In the 1971 playoffs, he famously finished a game despite a serious hand injury, showing the kind of resilience that made him a legend. At the time of his retirement, he ranked among the NHL's all-time leaders in shutouts and wins. His number 1 jersey became just the second to be retired by the Rangers, an honor that reflected his lasting bond with the fans and franchise. Elected to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1987, Eddie's career didn't end on the ice. He later gave back as a coach, mentor, and broadcaster. His autobiography, Eddie, A Goalie's Story, inspired generations of young athletes to chase their dreams, no matter the odds. His humble nature and strong work ethic made him beloved beyond the rink. Players who followed spoke of him not just as a pioneer, but as a generous and genuine man. He is survived by his family, who were by his side in his final days. The cause of death was natural and peaceful. The hockey world mourns deeply, but Eddie Giacomin's impact remains etched in the game's very foundation. He He wasn't just a goalie, he was a symbol of dedication, tenacity, and fearless spirit. Tributes to Giacomin. Number 5. His illustrations didn't just accompany the story, they became part of the storytelling. Once remarked a fellow author when describing Antony Maitland. Antony, who passed away peacefully at his Suffolk home at the age of 90, leaves behind a world more colorful, imaginative, and inspired because of his life's work. For over 60 years, his detailed pen and wash illustrations brought joy and wonder to young readers everywhere. Born in Hampshire, Antony's early years took him around the world, from Germany to East Asia, before he returned to the UK to study art. Trained at the West of England College of Art, he originally served in the British Army but soon followed his calling in the arts. His breakthrough came when he illustrated Philippa Pierce's Mrs. Cockle's Cat, earning the prestigious Kate Greenaway Medal. From there, he crafted a legacy through collaborations with beloved authors like Leon Garfield, Joan Aiken, and Eleanor Farjeon. His work was never flashy, but always powerful, capturing mood and magic in subtle brushstrokes. Antony wrote and illustrated his own books too. Titles like The Secret of the Shed and Idle Jack showcased not just a thoughtful narrative style, but a humor and warmth that readers would cherish. His creativity wasn't limited to books. He worked with museums, designed sets and costumes, crafted furniture, and even painted murals in the Middle East. His elegant touch reached royal circles and literary corners alike. Yet it was never just about the art. Antony was known for his generosity, mentoring emerging artists, and giving back to causes close to his heart. A musical adaptation of Idle Jack once supported Save the Children. Just one example of how he used his talents to make a difference. Fellow illustrators have called him a true original, and a visionary whose work shaped the golden age of children's illustration. His family, friends, and worldwide admirers remember a kind soul with a brilliant eye and a deep love for storytelling. Antony Maitland passed away after a period of declining health, but his vibrant legacy lives on through the images and stories he left behind. Tributes to Antony Maitland. Number 4. She was a ray of sunshine in the community whose warmth and positivity reached far beyond the rink. Julia Marie Gaiser brought light to every ice rink she touched. Known for her graceful strength, quiet leadership, and steady smile, she turned competition into art and mentorship into joy. Her influence, especially among younger skaters, was felt far beyond her medal count. Born in Brixen, South Tyrol, Julia began skating a bit later than most, starting at age 8, but quickly caught up through relentless training and her love for the sport. She represented both Italy and Austria during her rise, earning recognition on national and international stages. By her early 20s, she had become a 3-time Salzburg state champion, earning titles in 2023, 2024, and 2025. She also appeared in major events like Skate Emirates in Dubai, displaying her technical mastery and emotional storytelling on ice. But for those who trained alongside her, what mattered most wasn't medals. It was her unwavering encouragement, her sense of humor, and her deep love for the sport. Julia gave back constantly, teaching children's classes, cheering on teammates, and setting an example of grace under pressure. Many saw her as a mentor, not just for her technique, but for her spirit. Tragically, Julia passed away at the age of 23 after a cycling accident in Salzburg. Though emergency responders did all they could, she was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. The incident is under investigation, Tributes have poured in from all over. Salzburg's mayor called her loss a great one for the world of sport. Her club, Ice Team Salzburg, described her as a role model for the young ones. Fans and friends alike speak of her kindness, radiance, and discipline, qualities that made her not only a remarkable athlete but an unforgettable person. Julia is survived by her family, loved ones, and the countless skaters she inspired. Her memory lives on in every child she taught, every routine she created, and every heart she touched. Tributes to Julia, Marie Gaiser. Number 3. Books are doors to other lives. When we open one, we step into someone else's dreams. These words by Marian Izaguirre reflect the way she wrote and the way she lived. Marian Izaguirre, beloved Spanish novelist and storyteller, passed away peacefully at the age of 74 after a private battle with illness. Her voice was one that gave shape to memory, identity, and the quiet moments between people. With a literary journey that spanned over 4 decades, Marian's novels reached readers across languages and borders. Her most cherished work, La vida cuando era nuestra, touched hearts worldwide for its gentle and layered exploration of love and history. She also moved readers with Los pasos que nos separan en cuando aparecen los hombres, weaving emotion and memory into unforgettable narratives. Her writing was often called timeless, for good reason. Marian had a rare gift. She made the past feel present, and always with a deep respect for the human condition. Critics praised her delicate prose and the warmth behind every sentence. More than a novelist, Marian was a mentor to young writers and a loyal friend to readers. She appeared often at literary festivals, always with grace and thoughtfulness, ready to speak not just about craft, but about the heart of storytelling. Colleagues remember her as generous and curious. "Her words opened a window into our souls," said one fellow author. "Marian gave us stories that made us feel both seen and soothed." She leaves behind a legacy defined not only by novels on shelves but by the feelings they stirred in others. Marian Izaguirre is survived by her loving family and generations of readers who found comfort, joy, and reflection in her books. Her stories will continue to echo, on pages, in libraries, and in the quiet hours when someone needs to believe again in the beauty of words. Tributes to Marian Izaguirre. Number 2. Harald Serafin made the whole world smile, even when he wasn't singing, said a former colleague at the Vienna Volksoper. That warm charm and magnetic stage presence defined a career that enchanted audiences for over 5 decades. Passing away peacefully at the age of 93, Harald Serafin leaves behind a legacy of grace, laughter, and unforgettable performances. Known for his wizened and 700 shows as Danilo in The Merry Widow, he brought heart and humor to the stage like no one else. His portrayal of Eisenstein in Die Fledermaus was equally iconic, earning admiration across Europe and beyond. Born in Lithuania to an Austrian mother and Italian father, Serafin's early life was shaped by war and displacement. But from those difficult beginnings, he built a life of extraordinary artistic impact. Discovery by Maria Izaguirre set him on a path from medicine to music, and training in Berlin and Nuremberg prepared him for stages in Zurich, Cologne, Frankfurt, and Munich. By the time he joined the Volksoper in Vienna, he had become the face of operetta worldwide. A natural entertainer, his comic timing and joyful energy earned him the nickname the Walter Matthau of Viennese operetta. He later transitioned to acting after vocal surgery, proving his versatility once again. Under the direction of Otto Schenk, he lit up theaters in Vienna with equal brilliance. But Serafin wasn't just a performer. As director of the Seefestspiele Mürbisch, he turned a lakeside stage into an international festival, drawing huge crowds and showcasing rising stars. His vision brought operetta into viewers' homes through live TV broadcasts, long before that was common. He also became a familiar face on German and Austrian television, helping bring classical music and operetta to broader audiences. In 2024, Serafin was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Austrian Music Theatre Prize, a fitting tribute to decades of service to the arts. Harald Serafin passed away from natural causes, surrounded by love and respect. He was a guiding light in Austria's musical world, sharing beauty, humor, and heart with every performance. His warmth touched audiences, colleagues, and young talents he mentored throughout his life. Tributes to Harald Serafin. What's trending on the internet? News 1. What a relief to share some hopeful news today about two familiar faces from television. Mike Wolfe, best known as the 61-year-old host of American Pickers, and his girlfriend, journalist and model Letitia Klein, recently survived a frightening car accident in Columbia, Tennessee. Mike posted heartfelt updates from the hospital, letting everyone know that, thankfully, both he and Letitia are safe and receiving excellent care. He shared that Letitia is still in the hospital, but doctors expect her to make a full recovery. Through the ordeal, the couple has been surrounded by love and prayers from fans across the country. Mike called it a rough night, but reminded everyone there's light at the end of the tunnel. As they recover, the strength and positivity they've shown remind us how precious life is and how a caring community can lift us up in difficult times. Mike and Letitia are deeply grateful for the support, and their inspiring resilience will surely be remembered by viewers everywhere. News 2. Every family faces challenges, but when beloved actor Bruce Willis was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, his loved ones showed remarkable resilience. Bruce, now 70, is celebrated for iconic roles in films like Die Hard and The Sixth Sense, and is surrounded today by his wife, Emma Hemming Willis, their daughters Mabel Ray, 13, and Evelyn Penn, 11, and his three older daughters from his first marriage to Demi Moore, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. Emma has been open about the journey, sharing that while it's a heartbreaking diagnosis, the entire family has learned to adapt and find moments of joy together. She gently explains the realities to her young daughters, allowing them to ask questions and helping them understand that their dad's condition is chronic and progressive. Despite the challenges, family outings, like sunny picnics at the Getty Museum, continue to be filled with love, laughter, and togetherness. As Bruce enjoys his retirement, his legacy as a devoted father and legendary actor shines brighter than ever. The Willis family's strength inspires countless fans, reminding us that love, compassion, and adapting to change keep us connected no matter what life brings. News 3. Here's a story about legendary Miami Dolphins quarterback Dan Marino that will surely touch the hearts of fans everywhere. At 64, Marino has recently opened up about his experience with liver disease, specifically a condition known as metabolic dysfunction-associated steatohepatitis, or MASH. The diagnosis, which he received more than 18 years ago, came as a surprise after a routine checkup. But Dan shares that early action and lifestyle changes have made all the difference. Though he felt a bit more tired than usual at the time, Marino says with a smile that following his doctor's advice on healthy eating and regular exercise has helped him feel his best. He credits his wife Claire, and even an old Dolphins teammate, Terry Kirby, for keeping him active. Whether it's working out at the gym, taking walks, or joining in on bike rides. Of course, Dan's name is forever linked with football greatness. Over his 17 seasons, he set records for career passing yards and touchdowns, led Miami to the playoffs time and time again, and brought fans unforgettable moments on the field. But today, Marino is using his story to encourage others, especially older adults, to stay vigilant with their health and never hesitate to get those checkups. Dan Marino's openness reminds us all that even our heroes face challenges, and that the best legacies are built not just in stadiums, but in how we inspire and care for one another. That's something to truly celebrate. News 4. Have you ever felt like life hands you more than you can handle, but somehow, you rise above it? Dolph Lundgren, the legendary actor known for his roles in Rocky IV and Aquaman, has been through exactly that. Diagnosed with kidney cancer in 2015, Lundgren faced a tough battle over the years, including a relapse in 2020 with multiple tumors spreading beyond his kidneys. However, with resilience and the right treatments, he has not only survived but thrived. Recently, after undergoing a lung ablation procedure, Lundgren shared an uplifting update on his health. He's now cancer-free. This remarkable journey has taught him the value of living in the moment and appreciating life's simple joys. Lundgren continues to work out but has adopted a kinder approach to his fitness routine. His story is a testament to the power of hope and determination. As he moves forward, grateful for every day with loved ones, his legacy will be remembered as one of courage and inspiration. Dolph Lundgren's journey serves as a reminder to cherish every moment and find strength in adversity, inspiring us all to live life to the fullest. News 5. When you think of iconic TV moments, few compare with Eric Dane's entrance as Dr. McSteamy on Grey's Anatomy, and now nearly 20 years later, this much-loved actor is sharing a deeply personal chapter of his life. At 52, Eric recently spoke candidly about his diagnosis with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, an incurable condition that gradually affects muscle strength and movement. In a heartfelt interview, Eric described the road to his diagnosis, which started with weakness in his right hand before progressing to the loss of function in his arm. Yet despite these challenges, Eric remains focused on what matters most: his family. He spoke lovingly of his two daughters, ages 13 and 15, recalling a recent moment when one helped him during a difficult swim, a memory he treasures not for its struggle, but for the love it revealed. Eric Dane's story is more than a battle with illness. It's a testament to courage, family, and resilience. He continues to work, starring in hit series like Euphoria and the upcoming Countdown, refusing to let ALS define the end of his journey. As he puts it, this isn't the end of his story. He's determined to fight, cherish every moment, and remind his loved ones that they're deeply valued. Eric's openness shines a light for others facing similar diagnoses, letting them know they're not alone. Today, we honor his legacy of strength, his love for family, and the hopeful message he shares with the world. News 6. Well, folks, it looks like even Hollywood stars aren't immune to life's unexpected curveballs, as Sofia Vergara learned this past Sunday night. The beloved 53-year-old actress, known and adored by millions for her role as Gloria on Modern Family, found herself rushing to the emergency room instead of walking the red carpet at the 2025 Emmy Awards. Just as Sofia was about to leave her home for the prestigious ceremony at Los Angeles' Peacock Theater, she experienced what she described as the craziest eye allergy she'd ever encountered. The Colombian-American star was scheduled to present an award that evening, but instead found herself dealing with a severely swollen left eye that required immediate medical attention. Being the gracious person she is, Sofia took to Instagram to share her unexpected hospital adventure with her fans. She posted photos showing her swollen eye and even included a video of herself lying in the hospital bed, apologizing to everyone for having to cancel at the last minute. Her caption read simply, "Didn't make it to the Emmys but made it to the ER." Fellow celebrities and thousands of fans quickly flooded her post with supportive messages, including America's Got Talent host Terry Crews, who wished her a speedy recovery. Actresses Malin Akerman and Brittany Snow graciously stepped in to present the award Sophia was supposed to hand out, ensuring the ceremony went smoothly despite the last-minute change. This little health scare reminds us that Sofia Vergara continues to handle life's surprises with the same warmth and humor that made her such a treasured television icon, and we're all wishing her a swift recovery and clearer days ahead. News 7. Tonight's game between Racing Louisville FC and the Seattle Reign took an unexpected turn when 26-year-old soccer star Savannah DeMello experienced a serious medical emergency right on the field. Savannah, who has bravely played through an autoimmune condition that can cause chest tightness and dizziness, suddenly collapsed during extra time, leaving her teammates and fans deeply concerned. Quick-thinking medical staff rushed onto the pitch, and thanks to their swift actions, Savannah was stabilized and taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. We're relieved to share that she's alert and stable tonight. Moments like these remind us how strong these athletes are, both physically and mentally, and that the support from teammates and fans truly makes a difference. All of us are rallying behind Savannah and wishing her a smooth and speedy recovery, and her spirit will continue to inspire not just her team, but soccer fans everywhere. Number 1. It's a tragedy for the family and for our sport, said Flavio Roda, president of the Italian Winter Sports Federation. These words echo the sorrow felt around the world after the loss of Mateo Franzoso, a promising star both on and off the slopes. At just 25, Mateo had already become a symbol of grace and grit in alpine skiing. His passion for speed disciplines brought him from the mountain village of Sestriere to the grand stages of the European and World Cups. His victory in the Super G at Zenel marked a breakthrough moment, but his career was filled with steady progress and true heart. He won the Italian combined title in 2023, competed in 17 World Cup races, and came close to the podium at the Junior World Championships with a fourth-place finish in downhill. But Mateo's legacy reaches beyond numbers. Teammates remember him as someone who always smiled, who lifted others up even after a tough run, and who never refused a chance to help younger athletes. Known by many as the gentle skier, Mateo combined courage on the course with humility in life. He believed in hard work, fair play, and in making the sport better for those who followed. His bright enthusiasm left a mark on everyone he met. Tragically, while training in La Parva, Chile, Mateo suffered a severe accident. Despite the best efforts of doctors and his family's presence by his side, he passed away 2 days later, just before his 26th birthday. The skiing world mourns with heavy hearts. But even in grief, there's a deep respect for the joy, discipline, and kindness he brought to the sport. Flavio Roda has called for greater safety efforts, honoring Mateo by working to protect future athletes. Mateo Franzoso's name now lives on as a symbol of passion, joy, and team spirit. His journey, though far too short, inspired many, and his memory continues to guide those who ski with heart. Tributes to Mateo Franzoso. Music is the thread that ties my soul to the world, Bobby Hart once said. It's a line that captured the heart of a man whose melodies shaped the soundtrack of a generation.